Fresh from the showcase here at SwissWatchExpo, we have another pair of Omega watches I'm super excited to share with you, but these are going to be dress models that you might not have seen before, so let's check them out. Today I have with me a pair of his and hers Omega DeVille Tresors. This is a very dressy, very elegant line from a brand that's not necessarily known for watches like this, but this is a model that has a rich history, if not a super dense history. It is very long. They've been making watches under the Tresor name since 1949. They've taken on a variety of different shapes. I think they now have just recently sort of combined it into the DeVille line, which is sort of their dress line now. And these are all modern, I believe, current production models of beautiful stainless steel dress watches, which is a fantastic value. I think Omega is always a fantastic value when you consider the quality of the movements and the parts and the watchmaking that goes into that. But considering you have some of these beautiful, elegant pieces that are in stainless steel, you're going to get a fantastic opportunity to upgrade your wardrobe for not as much as you might expect a dress watch to cost. Both of these have beautiful blue dials, very different blue dials, which is why I sort of wanted to look at them. They are his and hers watches, but they could very well be purchased on their own. They do have their own unique characters. This in particular, the sort of linen pattern dial on this blue, which is unlike anything I've seen in this dark of a color before. I've seen other brands do it with more of a gold or a silver, but this is really unique, a traditional high polished steel case, which is very bright, but again, not a super expensive material, with a really thin, elegant shape. This is a manual wind movement, so it is meant to be definitely thin enough to fit under a dress shirt, but big enough that it doesn't necessarily need to exclusively be worn that way. And that's going to be, I think, the one common thread between these two, that these are very large, modern dress pieces, but really unique, very simple. We do have a date window here at 6 o'clock, which I think is probably the most subtle place to put it. And really doesn't take away anything from this fantastic pattern. Ton of empty space on this dial for you to really get lost in this sort of linen stitching pattern that goes onto it. And a little added bonus that you don't get in a lot of dress watches, especially in this class, is an exhibition case back. This is a beautiful looking master co-axial movement. So a fantastic piece. This is a manual wind. So it is beautiful to behold with. And of course, we do have sort of the brushing pattern here with sort of the spiral pattern on the metal plate on the back. Absolutely beautiful. And at 40 millimeters, this is a pretty large case for you to look at. And I'm very grateful that this has an exhibition case back on it as well. Arguably, the more impressive of these two, though, is going to be this ladies piece. When I first saw it, I thought, I can't wait to do a video on this beautiful Cartier watch, and it took me a second to realize this is actually Omega, but you could tell they definitely take some cues from Cartier, which is not a bad thing to do when you're making an elegant ladies dress watch. But with, of course, the oversized Roman numerals, the way that the diamonds are set to the side of this case, and just the shape of the watch in general, it screamed Cartier to me at first, and I didn't even notice that there's a big old Omega right here on the dial too. But this is great if you're looking for a super unique and elegant ladies watch from a brand that's not necessarily known for making a lot of them. I do love the way that, the diamonds do sort of narrow and as they get to the edge of the case, but the fact that they're the most prominent on the opposite lugs, I think is just a really, really unique way to design this watch. This is more of a flat blue pattern as opposed to the men's version. There's no sort of linen type design. This is a flat blue, but a very rich, very beautiful color. And I do like the oversized Roman numerals give you just enough space in between to really appreciate the color. This is not just any navy blue dial. This is a very rich, beautiful sort of opalescent type of color, which is not something I see in a lot of blues. No exhibition case back in this one because this actually has a quartz movement, but this is a beautiful pattern, which they call the Time for Her pattern that they've etched on the back of this. So that's something that I think would be appreciated a lot more than an exhibition case back on a quartz movement most of all. But what makes these two watches similar and what makes them really unique amongst the dress line is that they are very large stainless steel cases, but a very elegant dress watch. At 36 millimeters, this is a great modern size for a lady's dress watch too. You could not even imagine a dress watch like this coming in this size, I don't know, even like a decade ago. It seems hard to believe they would make a ladies watch in this size, but it is fantastic. It is really impressive, and it gives you something to think about if you're looking for a dress watch and you're not necessarily concerned about what brand it is. Omega's probably not the first one that's going to come to mind, but with watches like these, they can go toe-to-toe with the best of them, and I think these are two fantastic examples of it. We have a lot more, though. If you want more of a traditional Cartier or something like that that might be a little more standard when you think of an elegant dress piece, guess what? We have hundreds of them in stock, too. So don't hesitate. Give us a call today. These are in stock and ready to ship today at SwissWatchExpo.com.